Once students are exposed to standard form and y equals mx plus b form for equations in two unknowns, it becomes important that they be able to go between these two forms. So if you look in algebra, two unknowns here, you'll see there's a brick labeled standard form plus, and it's really a straightforward type of problem. I'm going to go back and pull up the marker here because we might need it, and I'm just going to minimize it here, and we'll go back to the two unknowns and pull up standard form. Now this is a very straightforward program. I have several programs that use the same engine. I hate to say, me who sort of doesn't like to use the same engine twice, use something that's suitable for each type of problem. But here, really want to see if the kids can see the equivalency between a y equals mx plus b form and a standard form. So sometimes I have the computer pick a standard form, and then they have to put it into y equals mx plus b form. Looks like I put them mostly in standard form. And then there's matching. Sometimes you have this side and sometimes you have this side. Now, one of the things I wanted to avoid was giving the students the opportunity to guess. So I'm not having these numbers randomly selected. All of these, you see all these 4s and 7s and 9s. And here we have 7s and 8s and 5s. And so each time you get a question, you get the numbers are similar, so you can't just pick out the problems that have the same answer. So what the student has to do, I'm going to pick an easy one here that I can actually maybe do in my head. If I want to find out this equation's equivalent in y equals mx plus b form, I have to, let's see if I bring up the marker here. I have to solve it for 1y. So we could say 7x plus 5y equals 8. We want to get the y by itself to get y equals mx plus b, so 5y equals negative 7x. I hope that some students could actually do this in their head. 7x plus 8, and then we'll divide by 5, everything by 5. So it looks like we have minus 7/5 for our slope and plus 8/5 for the y-intercept. So let's see where we have that. Looks like it's right up here. So I'm going to minimize the marker and get this. We've selected this, so this would have to be the matching one, you see. And if I pick the matching one, then it connects. Let's pick another one that's easy to do in our head. Here's another positive, so we won't have missed. And it should be minus 8/5 x, and then minus 7/5. So minus 8/5 would be this one. Would match with that one. And so you can see when they connect, if I just try one that I know is wrong, let's see, okay, make sure that it is wrong. Yeah, but see, it just says incorrect responses. It won't connect unless I select the right one. So it'll give them a chance to connect 10 equations, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe just 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that's all I can fit on. 8 equations with standard form with their y equals mx plus b form, and it's going to record how much time it takes them to do that. So if you had students do this not too long, just get them used to going back and forth, and suggest to them that it would be to their benefit to sometimes start with the standard form and convert it into the y equals mx plus b form, and sometimes start with the y equals mx plus b form and turn it into the standard form, so that they can go back and forth between these two types of equations. So that's all I did for that kind of concept of going back and forth between the two forms. But it's essential skill that they need, and I hope that this helps. I think it might. Thanks. Bye.